What is going on, guys? My name is Kazzy and welcome to episode number 40 of my Road to Glory. We are still running with the Premier League side just because Premier League is the league I know the most about and I really enjoy using the players from this league. And also I hope that we're not using the Premier League players that everyone's used to using. Like, you don't see Tadic and Drogba, Arnautovic use that much in my opinion. I've never seen anyone use Daily Blind on this game, so I think it's quite interesting to use some of these players, and you guys can get a reaction to how these guys play in game and see how they suit in this team and the formations. And talking about this formation, 4-1-2-1-2, something that I didn't really try beforehand, but I'm really starting to get used to the formation. But the first thing we come up against is a 4-3-3 with an attacking mid. It's got Aguero, Schürrle, Sanchez, Rooney, Fabregas, Yaya Toure. It's probably one of the best Premier League sides you can build with pretty much an unlimited funds. Of course, it hasn't got the likes of Angel Di Maria, but it does have very good players nevertheless. But we do open up the scoring with Romelu Lukaku on his stronger left foot. He hasn't been very good for us so far. He's been a bit quiet and overshadowed by Didier Drogba, but he does cut in there, and his finish is right into far corner. Keeper does get down, and it is against Courtois, so he is one of the better keepers. And I also quite like using this team, and look at that, I dragged my keeper out at one touch, and he does just go around me. Keeper, you just can't press Y at all on this game. If you press Y with your goalkeeper, chances are you're going to concede. If you don't press Y, you're still going to concede. Goalkeepers are useless this year. And we get the early ball in, and look at that for luck. Romelu Lukaku getting on the score sheet once again with a header, and we do go 2-1 up in this game. I quite like using this team because obviously Lukaku did get brought by Chelsea, and he was meant to be the next Drogba. And of course we've got Drogba in this team, so it is sort of like looking at what could have been the next Chelsea big man up front. Obviously they have replaced him with Diego Costa, and Lukaku has moved on to a club where he can get first team football in Everton, and he is doing quite decently from what I can remember this season. He hasn't been as good as he was at clubs like West Brom, but he is still playing decently. And look at that for a through ball. Over top through ball from about, near the halfway line. It just loops over every single player, and Aguero's not going to miss when he's one-on-one. But just the way that chance came about, there was just nothing on. Look at that. That goal is just ridiculous. There's nothing I could have done to defend against that, and that is actually what makes us lose this game. 3-2 the final score, and we do not pick up the 3 points, and that puts us in a very precarious position in the league with only I think we need 12 points, and we've only got 3 games to remain in, and we've only on 5 points, so we will need a full 7 points in our next 3 games. So that's it's going to be quite difficult to get there, but hopefully we can. And we do go in using the silver team, because I'm not going to go and build a sweat team just to stay in the division. I'm going to put my money on these teams. I believe in them, and I believe that they can keep us in these divisions. And we come up against Diego Costa, Remy, Oscar, Schürrle, Willian, Fabregas. It's just a very Chelsea-orientated team with 3 Man City players at the back. He obviously didn't want to use John Terry and Ivanovic. Obviously not fast enough, and Courtois might have been out of his price range, but we are unsure. But Nick Powell does play through Danny Ings, and Danny Ings is much like he is in real life. He's a very pacey player, and he will not miss when he is one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He's a very, very good finisher. And if you guys are looking for alternative strikers to use in the Premier League, Danny Ings has to be at the top of the list for you guys, because he is just a very fun player to use. He's got good dribbling as well, and he will take on a couple of players. But Diego Costa shows his pure class against me there as he smashes that one across the keeper, and this guy does pause. I don't know if he makes some changes, but I can't remember that he did, but he still paused the game. And I think he does after he scores this goal here. He does mug me off a little bit in midfield, and then I make a tackle, I pass it back to him, I make yet another tackle, it goes back to him, and he does finish it with Oscar. So that was just a bit of a calamity in defence there. Should have been pressing X when I should have cleared it, and we just got unlucky a bit later on. But Junior Hoylett runs through. It's 2-1. It's still in the first half. Hoylett does some work, and we pass it across goal. And once again, Danny Ings is there to finish. His positioning is brilliant. Whenever I'm looking to pass it across goal, there is either Danny Ings or Charlie Austin always there. They're always there to finish, and that is what you want in strikers. And I've obviously mainly been using one player up top throughout the majority of this series. Oh, wait, hang on. Let's just take a moment to remember that these goalkeepers were 2 years in the making. And this guy gives me the ear. He gives me the I can't hear you anymore. But, like, what is that goal? I have pressed X. You can see the power bar light up. And, Schmeichel, your father would not be proud of you doing something like that. You need to pick up your game. But we do equalise it with an absolute stunning goal by Nicholas Powell. He just absolutely smashes it with his right foot. It curls away from the keeper. And it is right into the top corner. And that does equalise it up for us. And that does save us a point. We probably should have won that game just because that goal shouldn't have gone in earlier. But hey, we get a little bit lucky with the long shot. Joe Hart doesn't save it. And we do pick up a single point, leaving us just 6 points to get in the next episode to stay in the division. And obviously, that episode will be up tomorrow. So, guys, make sure to tune in and see if we can stay in this division and then move on, or if we will get relegated and have to pick ourselves back up and try and win Division 3 all over again. But that is going to be the end of the episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you have enjoyed the episode, and subscribe and join the club if you haven't already. But with all of that being said, I hope you all have a very nice day, and I will talk to you all very soon.